Alright you guys, I'm going to go over the deadlift. There's 3 major rules to the deadlift that are going to help cover a lot of do's and don'ts to the deadlift. Number 1, the bar is going to stay in contact with you the whole time. Number 2, you're going to keep a neutral spine. And number 3, your knees, your hips, and the bar. And number 3, your hips, your shoulders, and the bar are all going to move at the same time. Alright? So, Matt's going to go down, he's going to grab the bar. He's using an over-under grip. You can use an over-under grip, or else you can use a 2-hands over grip. It's up to you. As you get into heavier weight, you're going to want to use the switch grip. But notice Matt has a nice straight spine. His head is in a neutral position. He doesn't have his head up too far because he has a tendency of dropping his butt too far. So he's going to keep a nice and straight neutral position. The bar is going to be right up against his shins. His shins are straight up and down, okay? And as he starts coming up, notice the bar, his hips, and his shoulders are all moving at the same time. At the top of his deadlift, he's not leaning back really far. He's not trying to get a crazy extension in the hips. He's just squeezing his butt and standing up tall. As he goes back down to the floor, the bar is going to stay in contact with his body and return to the floor. All right, so a couple don'ts. One is what we call the stripper deadlift, and that is your butt's going to come up first and then just finish with nothing but upper body. So show up to it one more time, Matt. So this is a do not. Butt comes up and then finish with all lower back. All right, we don't want that. The bar, your knees and your hips and your shoulders are all going to move at the same time. So up and okay, back down. The other thing that I'm going to point out is that as Matt's engaging the bar, he's keeping his shoulder blades pinched and engaged so he doesn't have this big bow in his upper back, all right? Notice, so he's going to keep his back engaged and all the way through the movement. All right, so one last thing I'm going to go through, and this is more of a mindset than anything. If you think of the deadlift as a pushing movement as opposed to a pulling movement, you're going to be less likely to make these mistakes and like the stripper deadlift and that kind of thing. So what you're going to think of at the bottom of that deadlift is you're going to think push your feet to the floor, push your hips forward, keep tight shoulders. So show him that one more time, Matt. Matt's going to think push feet to the floor, push his hips forward, squeeze his butt, boom, and then back down to the floor. Good. So that's the deadlift, you guys. Real fundamental movement, a very important one for overall strength. Good compound movement, works a ton of muscle. But make sure you're doing it right. Do it light, do it right, do it tight, despite, be cool.